Maximus Decimus Aurelius. No, 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 no. Right.
The third.
Jose Antonio Sanchez Rubio.
Alan Cantu.
And you guys are...
So we're owners here at Newaza Jiujitsu Academy in Brownsville, Texas. We've been open for almost a year. In April, it'll be the first year.
Nice. What made you want to open your own Jiu-Jitsu Academy?
So yeah, I've been training for a while. I used to train at this other place. I really took a passion for teaching really early on, and I just started expanding and finding any opportunity to teach. I used to run a club at the university for about 3 years, and at the college for another 3 years. I used to be an assistant right away when I first started. Within the first year, I was helping out with classes. Eventually, the responsibilities progressed, and I started running the whole program. And then I met Tony in one of those one of the college classes I was teaching. And then from there, our friendship just kind of grew through jiu-jitsu. I remember we trained in this garage, we had mats, and eventually I kept progressing. I kept doing my own thing where I was before. And eventually the goal was for me to open up a place of my own. And within the years of me getting to know Tony, that opportunity arose between us and my brother to open up our own place. And now it's been almost a year.
Almost a year in April. We'll be open for a full year. I had stopped doing jiu-jitsu for a bit, right? I started boxing, right? I gave up jiu-jitsu, I started boxing. And one of my old students, he reached out and he was like, hey, I'm ready to come back, start training again, right? I was running a morning class in my old jiu-jitsu gym. So I was like, man, I'm boxing now, dude. I'm not even doing jiu-jitsu anymore. And he's like, oh no, like I want to train, da da da. And I was like, look, let me hook you up with these guys, right? That I know are legit. They have good jiu-jitsu. And so I went with them just to have them over and to have them meet Alan and Max. I wasn't planning to start training again, right? But I stayed with them, right? And then these guys were like, hey, train with us, dude. We'll move the class. We'll make it at 5 in the morning.
I remember telling my brother, like, dude, we're losing this guy to boxing, man. He was barely getting decent at jiu-jitsu. We have to do something to keep him going. Everybody goes through their heartbreaks in jiu-jitsu. And I was like, he's going through one major, dude, because he quit. He's not doing it anymore. You know, sometimes you kind of take time off here and there. He's like completely doing something else. And yeah, I remember we switched class at 5:30 in the morning, something like that.
I think 5, dude.
5 in the morning.
5 in the morning. So we were training at 5. And then I looked around and I was like, man, it was slow, right? It was slow.
Yeah,
Classes were small.
It was a very, very small gym where we were at.
And they didn't have any control of any changes going on there. So I'm like, man, I saw the situation. I saw the potential that we all had, but it was kind of being limited by the space, right? And I told him, like, hey, you had talked about wanting to open a place. Are you still down?
Yeah. I remember I told him, yeah, eventually, I mean, that's the goal. I still felt like I needed a lot more to offer in order to fly solo. But he's like, no, let's make it happen, man. And it was a big push, man, to get things going. A big push factor. Because I would teach, I would run stuff, but to open up your own place, and not only to open it, but to open it and run it successfully are two completely different things. Here in the Valley, you know, there's been so many gyms open and close and name changes and break aparts and doing this and doing that. This is just so many factors, and I think it helps that we all share a very like-minded mindset, and we bounce off each other. You know, my ideas, you know, will complement his and vice versa, and we just keep going, man. Boom, 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 boom. And I think that's what's led us to really grow rapidly and have a respectable number of students in such a short amount of time.
What would you have to say for someone who wants to join jiu-jitsu but is like hesitant or just like doesn't know what it is or kind of nervous on it?
Right. So what I typically do with somebody that walks in the door right fresh, right, and doesn't know anything about jiu-jitsu, who's never trained, nothing, I go through little phases, right? And I'm like, okay, jiu-jitsu is closing the distance, having too much distance or closing the distance, taking the fight to the ground, passing the legs, right, getting a submission, right? And then I spar with them, right? Because a lot of the times, depending on the person, right? they want to see if it's effective or if it's not effective, right? So depending on the person, I can see the little gleam in their eye, right? They're like, yeah, you're talking a lot about this and that, how powerful it is, but to really feel it, to really see it, right? It's a whole other thing, right? And so that's our catch for jiu-jitsu, right? You have to experience it, right? Go try it out, experience it, see the power of it, right? And I think that'll convince you. That'll be enough to convince you. Jiu-jitsu is special, right? It's not the instructors that are special. It's jiu-jitsu itself is special.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel when you're being manhandled against your will, it opens up a very new and fresh perspective. And usually what happens there is you have people that fall in love with it, like, what is this? I need to know what it is. And then usually people with bigger egos, usually strong guys, are like, I don't like this, I don't like the feeling, and they kind of shy away. But jiu-jitsu is the great equalizer. And I always tell people I have 2 regrets from jiu-jitsu, actually. One is not starting my notes sooner, because I'm all about notes, we're all about notes, always tell Coach Tony, hey, notes, and vice versa, we're always writing stuff down. And not starting jiu-jitsu sooner. I started at the age of 14. I am 26 now. So I've been training for a while now, and I regret not starting sooner, because it's amazing. I truly believe jiu-jitsu is for everyone. There is jiu-jitsu so massive, and there's so many things that you can do that anybody, I personally feel anybody can do it. And those are my biggest regrets, not starting sooner. Me personally, it's changed my life, it's changed my brother's life, I've met so many people through jiu-jitsu. Sometimes people come up to me and say, hey, I went to one of your classes. Like, I don't remember, I don't keep track of them because it's been so long. But jiu-jitsu has really changed not only my lifestyle, but the way I view life in general. Jiu-jitsu has really been a big part of it, and the way I live my life and how I approach things in life, really.
Right. And don't be fooled by it being named the gentle art, right? It will be tough, right? Especially in the beginning. It is tough. I always tell people that just started training, like, hey, the attrition rate is 90% from white to blue, right? So it's a tough thing that you're getting into. It's tough on the body. It is tough on the body, right? You'll get little injuries, little sprains here and there, right? And it'll build your resilience to keep going if you stick through it. If you're that 10% that makes it from white to blue. And to me, the challenge of it, that the attrition rate is 90%, gives me that drive, right? To be like, oh damn, this is a worthy goal, right? And jiu-jitsu is infinite. You can keep going so far and it doesn't end. You just taught me something new, right? That I had never seen, and I was like, oh damn, that's definitely new, right? So you won't, if you're someone that always is trying to learn something new, right? That you won't finish jiu-jitsu, right? There's so much little nuances with your body weight, with your placement, that it's infinite.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the biggest, you're talking about the attrition rate and belt changes. I think probably the most important belt is white belt, because people never make that transition from just kind of watching, never knowing what it is, to becoming a white belt. I think that's the hardest thing to do, because once you're in, you're in. You will eventually progress throughout the ranking system through a lot of factors and obstacles and challenges. But I think the transition to an actual white belt is probably the most difficult thing. And like Coach Tony said, jiu-jitsu itself is what draws people in, but it helps facilitate. You have a welcoming gym, and instructors are very friendly, and they help you the right way. It's always helpful to come in with an open mind, because this is something completely different. A lot of people, I don't want somebody on top of me. I don't want somebody that's on top of me that's sweaty. And what I tell them is that's exactly who's going to be in the street. It's somebody going to be sweaty on top of you against your will, and you're not going to know what to do. So,
looking around, finding the right gym, right? The right atmosphere for you to train at. That's very important as well. Before you fully commit, look around your area, see what's convenient, see the environment that they're putting out there, because they can be run very differently, right? I've gone to different schools, and they can be run very differently. Some schools are more relaxed, some are more structured, right? Find what suits best for you.
Nice. All right, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for welcoming me in, and
Of course.
I'll be back here when I visit again. So I appreciate the welcome.
Absolutely, man. I'll see you here.
If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road.
Need for speed, I'm trying to take the lead. Hold on, homie, before you run into the trees. I see things that I never would've saw before. And yo, Jim, let 'em in. Open up, my back tire smoking up the whole street. And now the police wanna flash their lights and chase the dog all night. But I won't pull over, nor give up, cause I just don't give a what. Yeah, I'm from the side, boy, where we was born and raised. Straight up to ride, boys, continuously. We get to it expeditiously. Keep the light on, east side on.
Last one right now.
Down, but here I am sweeping pieces off the ground. You said you'd never ever play to cry. Absolutely hoping to play songs to them now. I've spent all night long, scared of tomorrow, but playing along. Everything's almost lost. Pick it up slow before it's gone. Wish I'd known. You're not alone. We've been here before.
Some of the people opposed to giving a pity and never do get it. I want you to come on and gamble and tell me and die. You can be given the remedy and why? Critics are really the enemy and can't stand the way they slam today's gifted. Definitely incredible, get fanned away. Grants to pay this gem, well, they scripted. Definitely impeccable. Right around, I'm gonna put everything in a flow. I'm the non, I'm gonna bury me when I flow. Scribe-a-lomedy has never been at a show. By the time to be better living in the snow. Cause they wrote none of my lies. Close, stuck in my eyes. Image a ride and descent. He's a beginner in hopes for your demise. Hopes, some are despised. People to try to listen. It's real, I'm mad. Clueless when you scribble on your pad. How you gonna criticize with a chisel on your nass, sizzle in your ass? You don't really get why I'm so pissed. Understand this. Understand this. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Yes, sir.
Wish I'd known. You're not alone. We've been here before. Tell me that I'm famous. Tell me that my name is biggest Venus. You've been good in Uranus. Tell me that your anus got your head in it. I can smell the articles and know your anus. Tell me that you love me. Always thinking of it. Unconditional. I'm hoping I'm your favorite. Grab a fish opponent. Only with the shark. That's the feeling I get when you're concentrating on this kid. On this pad. Am I willing to disown my craft? Having the feeling of picking apart this track. Putting my heart and my soul in these lines. Telling me better than gold all the time. Looking to bury a deep hole for mine. This is more than you and this is more than you and you and down your blood is better and abusing what I call a real is coming from a student. Told myself to use a poem that's a Uzi empty magazine. I seen a magazine, you see my trigger finger, then I started shooting. That was nicotine. I'm about to smoke 'em all. A journalist involved, you should've known my music. Wish I'd known. You're not alone.
Didn't break before it's about
Boom, grab your leg down. Good, good. Good. Don't lean back. Don't lean back. Good. And now drive yourself to the hook. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Be in here. I wait till they commit, right? Put some weight. And I go up. No. To reverse.
Over or the opposite direction?
That way. Yeah, that way.
I'm here.
Right? Hug.
Hugging?
And get close to, like, lower to the rib. As tight as you can get this grip, yes. And now, right now I don't have any weight on the right. And I'm too far this way, so you wouldn't go for it here.
Yeah.
You would go for it when they come here.
And then that's my bump.
And over. Boom. Let me do it one more time. Just putting pressure on your leg, your hands are busy. Right. I bring my right hip up. Boom. Right. And see, I can see that fucking hole right there. Right? That's it. And now I take a big step in my right. Boom. Holding it in. Alright. Right. Now when I'm sitting back, I need to clearly see so that I don't go on the left foot. Okay.
Or you're sitting up.
Squat. Then I go. So see, look, is this leg going down? Yeah. And my back going away. So in combination. Yes. Yeah. Extend the leg, extend the leg.
And by the time that they know it, it's over. I started doing it with Nogis, right? They won a competition, the first Nogi competition.
pretty cool for both sides, to be honest. I was like acrobatic yoga or something. Remember all that? Okay, here's the other thing. As you're sitting up the way that you are, I can disrupt your balance. So I can try to bridge, which brings this shoulder closer to the mat, right? And that gives me like an opportunity to move because you have to regain your balance. The other way is I can try to sit up so I can like back my hips, come up. And you, so like if you have this arm, for example, then I can bridge up. But sometimes people will lock with the other arm, you lock with that arm, I can try to sit this way, right? And so really what you should be doing is, because if not, we're playing that game. As I'm locking you, as I go like this, I can start my escape and shit as you're recovering. So what Gordon Ryan recommends doing is leaning all the way down on your right elbow. So you go all the way down to your elbow, okay? And curl this foot. You can curl my head better now. And this one into my armpit better. And from here, if I try to sit up, I sit up into your elbow post. So it should be difficult. If you position your elbow good, it's hard for me to like sit up. And now because your weight's way over here. So if I try to bridge you back now, it's so difficult, bro. I have to work way harder, but I can maybe get you over there, but I have to work really hard. So this makes both of those positional changes difficult. The only thing is you still have to keep with me. Like if I start walking this way, you gotta like do that, right? And as I like walk this way. So you gotta be fixing yourself. The other option, you could either go on that side or this side. He said you can also go up here, get your left elbow to the mat, this arm will hook.
And same opposite direction.
Yeah, you kind of curl your legs at an angle. Yeah. And then
Sorry, I feel bad.
You're fine. Before you try grip breaks.
I'm here.
So try crossing your legs two different ways, one over the other. I'll try the opposite. I think that one's it. Let me see. It should be hard for me to move. I think that's it. Bro. I have the instruction. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there we go. So once you got them here, you got a little bit of time now to break the grips. I'll be holding, right? And you do some grip working. So, turn a bridge. Okay? And then one more thing real quick. Okay, so from here, that's one way you can upgrade your position, right? Do the regular full Jiu-Jitsu Academy, this one. Okay, so from here, you can upgrade by locking my shoulder, right? Doing the shoulder position. And the other way you can upgrade it is by pummeling this foot within this little ring and then wrapping it around my neck, this foot around my neck.
Around the neck.
Boom, like that. And then this one reinforces it. This is called 3/4 Juji. This is a much stronger position than the regular full Juji. Okay? It's much harder to escape.
Okay. And it falls into a triangle as well.
Yes.
If you fall.
Because if I try to sit up, yeah, I go right into a triangle. This escape doesn't work anymore. The hitchhiker doesn't work. And sitting up into, I risk the triangle. So it's way harder to escape. You can escape, I can escape, well, I mean, I have a much harder time escaping out here, but it can be done.
Got done training at Newaza Jiujitsu Academy for over the weekend. They gave me this pretty cool rash guard. You know, it's really cool just going to different gyms at different places, being welcomed in, and them allowing me to, you know, grapple with their teammates and just welcome in as a member initially, right? That's what it feels like. Super grateful for this opportunity. You know, big shout out to Alan and Tony, the coaches, the owners of Newaza, for welcoming me in. And, you know, I'm just really grateful that I get to do this for a living as well. And just super happy, you know. This video is dedicated to them. Newaza, if you're ever in Brownsville, the Valley, South Texas, come check them out. Definitely recommend. They got their new location, doing some remodification and everything in there, but definitely doesn't change the environment of how welcoming and how well knowledge they are. So I'm super happy, super grateful. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching, and joining me on this trip, on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment down below. God bless. Have a good one.